Hi friends, it's Natasha. Grab your feet up prop. We're gonna do a fun flow, but also some daredevil type of options. Please listen to your body. You do not need to be able to do everything. It's just playful and fun, and you do what works in your body. We're also gonna probably be different heights, so not everything, again, is gonna work the same as it does in my body. Let's start with some deep breaths, palms to heart center. Pull the shoulders back and down away from the ears. Draw the navel to the spine. Inhale deeply and exhale completely. You can let the arms fall by your sides. Relax the muscles in the face, forehead, eyebrows, jaw, and tongue. Wherever you carry tension, imagine we are just letting it go, coming into our space. This time for ourselves, letting go of distractions. Let's inhale, raise the arms up above the head and cactus the elbows down, retracting the shoulder blades, and then round the spine. Take a little halfway cat fold into a cactus, squeeze shoulder blades back. Maybe start to draw the gaze upward, heart to sky, and then cat the back, round the spine, tuck the chin, separate shoulder blades. And again, cactus, heart to sky, possibly a deeper back bend this time. Wrap the hands, grabbing, interlacing the fingers behind the back body, and see if you have any space to lift, squeezing shoulder blades together again, kind of puffing the heart out. You can take a gentle back bend again, pulling the arms away from the back, and then a forward fold. See if you can fold deep enough, possibly walk forward and see if your shoulders can find the little soft part of the feet up, the cushion, and it's totally fine if you're not there. Just take a forward fold with arms overhead, gentle chest opener, expansion of the heart, shoulders, get a really big stretch here. And if you are able to reach the shoulders onto the cushion, just play around there and see what feels good. You can shake the head out, you can release the arms from the back and just keep the shoulders on the cushion. Tiptoe and heels. A lot of this is just wiggling around, seeing what feels good for you. Then we'll bring our hands up onto the cushion for some cat-cow here. Round and arch, exhale, round the spine. Inhale, lift head, chest, and tailbone. And then some barrel circles, sway, shimmy. Walk back to downward facing dog. Hands on the cushion, chest towards the toes. Round your spine to plank. And wiggle those toes back, shoulders over fingers, and then downward facing dog. Round forward, tidal wave to plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, round through plank. This time bring the knees to the floor and then back to plank, downward facing dog. Round the back to plank. Lower the knees, tap the ground, plank, downward facing dog. Round, really articulate the spine, and then set the knees down in front of the prop, grab onto the handles and take a gentle camel stretch, Ustrasana, chest to sky, hips pressing in towards the prop or your quads, your hands on the cushion, upward facing dog, chest through the shoulders, shoulders down from ears, zip the belly, push the shoulders down, plank pose, swing the hips through, upward facing dog, plank, upward facing dog, heart and gaze forward and up, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Step on the left foot, right foot extends back, tuck knee to nose. Send it back, step, tuck knee to nose, step on top of your trainer, right on the middle of the cushion, and take a low lunge and send the foot right back. Knee to nose, extend leg back, knee tucks in, step on top of the prop. Sink down into a low lunge stretch, possibly reaching the handles. Hands back, press back into three-legged plank pose. Thread the right knee in and under as you lift to side plank. Adductor, inner thighs, pulse the leg up and down. 8 times here. Pulse it up and down, and then bring it back. In your plank, pulse the leg up and down, squeezing that glute, back body, belly to spine. Now open up to side plank and pulse the leg up and down there using your outer thigh abductors. 8 times, everything here. Push that shoulder down, come down into plank, and take a push-up. Stretch back, plank, push-up, stretch back, down dog, plank, chaturanga dandasana, elbows in, little hamstring curls here, like you're trying to kick your butt in chaturanga. Press back through downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Tuck knee to nose, round the spine, tap it, send it back. Left knee in, step on top of the feet up, right on the cushion. Sink the right hip flexor down, take a nice low lunge stretch, shift back. 3-legged dog, tuck the knee in, send it back, tuck the knee in, step on top of the prop again. Again, maybe grabbing the handles if you can reach down there. Whatever feels good. Feeling that right hip flexor and quad stretch. Send it back through 3-legged plank and start to sweep that left knee under and through and pulsing the adductor inner thigh up and down. So left hand is down, right arm is up, and you're just pulsing that inner thigh up and down. Now back to the 3-legged plank, left leg pulses up and down, squeezing the glutes. Up and down. And open up to side plank with abductor extension, lift and lower, right out to the side. Left arm is lifted, shoulders, hips are stacked, belly is pulling in. Come down to the forearms, and we're gonna rock those hips from side to side. Maybe tap that little handlebar as you rotate in a rainbow shape. Keep pulling the belly in, keep pressing the shoulders down. Widen your stance, hold it, and then lower the knees again for another camel stretch. Perhaps going a little bit deeper. You can hold the handles or maybe bring the hands back towards the heels or the low spine. Come into chaturanga, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot is going to slip through and just bring it up into a warrior 3. So stand and then open through half moon. Option to grab the outside top of the foot as you kick up for sugarcane pose, expansion through the chest and the hip flexor and the quad. Step into side angle pose. Left arm way over the ear and then reverse for peaceful warrior. Maybe bend the elbow or just keep reaching behind you. Take it into low lunge, release the back knee. Grab onto the handles, take a gentle back bend and then a half split. So shift forward, shift the hips back, straighten the front knee, moving through a couple of times, and then see if you can press down and hover the front foot. So we'll push the shoulders apart and then use the core to hover, step back through downward facing dog, a vinyasa if you'd like, chaturanga, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps right in front of that cushion, and then balance into warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3, open up to half moon. You could stay here, or we can grab onto the outside top of the foot for sugarcane pose. Opening and expanding through the right shoulder, hip flexor, quad, stacking the hips and shoulders. Release, side angle pose, perhaps forearm to cushion, right arm over the head. And peaceful warrior, reach back. Right hand walks towards the back foot. Breathing deeply, come back, lower the back knee, and find a low lunge. Grab onto the handle, gentle back bend, transfer the hips back, flex the front toes, half split. Move through that, inhale, and exhale, half split. Low lunge, half split. Hover, straighten the back leg, both legs straight. Push down through the shoulders, and then just see if you can hover that front foot for a breath or two. Step it back, lower the hips into Malasana. Any stretches that you'd like, you could take a side stretch in Malasana, grabbing the handle and then reaching one arm up and over the head as you lean shoulder towards inside knee. Forearms to cushion, right knee tucks, and then spring off the left foot. jump. Right knee tucks, jump. Like you're going into a forearm stand, but you might not quite make it up that high. Just take a fun, playful hop up, tuck, and a hop. On the last one, you're gonna try to switch the legs in air. So left knee tucks and jumps, left knee tuck, hop off the right foot. See if you can really push those shoulders down, get the hips up in the sky, and on the last one, a little jump switch. Bring the knees back down, and we'll take one more camel pose. Grab onto the front of the trainer and just release the head back if that feels safe in your body. And extend to a child's pose, bringing your triceps or elbows right onto the cushion. Your head can fall right through the open space. Deep breath into the back body and sigh. Get ready for your first inversion. Bring your hands to the handles and your shoulders up on the cushion. Play with some tucks. Tuck the knees into the chest, perhaps onto the triceps, and then take a gentle twist. Knees into chest and twist over the other elbow. Make an L-shaped position and switch. L-shaped legs, one forward, one up. Now moving into splits. One leg forward and one leg back. Splitting the legs in opposition as far as you can and switch. Active legs forward and back, your deepest expression of your splits, and then come into a pike and hold it. Hold it, hold it, low belly, plugging in. Press down through your hands into the trainer. Slowly lower the feet towards your mat. Take a little cat stretch here, shake out the head, shoulders, and take the hands back on the trainer for some cat-cow. Right hand is going to come to the middle of the trainer, the cushion, and then left arm up for side plank. Make any shape you want. You can lift the knee, you could grab the toe and find expansion through the leg and heart. And then whatever shape you're making, we're going to rotate the left foot outside the left side of your trainer to the corner in a low lunge. Arms reach overhead. Heart towards sky. Feel the right hip stretching. And then fold over like a lizard lunge, folding over the prop. Head can hang over the front edge. Bring that leg, sweep it around into pigeon. Now your left hip is externally rotating, the left knee towards left corner, right foot towards right hip, or just any way that it feels comfortable on the prop. From pigeon, wrap your feet forward, come onto the cushion, and take some sit-ups. Low boat, high boat, low and high. Think little jackknife, and we're bending the elbows and tucking those feet, quads towards the chest. If it feels too intense, you can bend the knees. More advanced, keep them straight, and then see if you can balance here in boat pose, Navasana, bent knees or straight. Really pulling that belly in, reaching the chest forward, and go ahead and bring yourself onto the trainer, feet on top of the cushion and hands under shoulders for a little handstand play. We'll reach one leg up, reach the other leg up. If you have a handstand in your practice, you can try to play around here. If you fall out of it, no big deal. Just be mindful that you know where you are in space and if you can cartwheel out safely. So either just playing with that inverted supported handstand with the feet on the cushion, or a handstand, then walk back to plank, vinyasa, chaturanga, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Let's repeat that. Left hand to the middle of the trainer, right arm lifts, stack shoulders, hips, knee elevates, perhaps grabbing the foot if you can reach it, and then extend, or just making a star without grabbing on. Left knee tucks forward, steps outside the right side of your trainer. And then we find our lizard lunge. Arms can reach back, up, take a breath here. And then exhale, forward fold, release the shoulders and head over the front end. And if you can't go that deep, that's okay too. Wherever you are, just breathe. Maybe your forearms are on the trainer. Bring your hands under the shoulders and sweep that knee and foot across for pigeon pose. So you kind of just sweep it into external rotation, finding a comfortable place for that left quad or hip. Gentle back bend if you'd like. And then sweep that left leg around, come to the cushion for those abs again. Little jackknife. Legs down, legs up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Think chest reaching forward, quads, hip flexors, core strength on. Option to tuck if the pike is getting really challenging. And then tap one foot at a time down towards the ground and try to take this Russian twist balance. Quite challenging. You could keep holding on, or you could try to do this with no hands. If you fall out of it, just bring your feet down. Good. We'll go ahead and take a forward fold here. Push the trainer back and then reach, grab onto it. Just know that it is light, so you're not trusting it with all your weight here as you do that. And then your option for another inversion. Handstand or just that little elevated downward facing dog shape. You can lift one leg, lift the other leg. Here I'm trying a crow pose, knees to armpits, tuck and release. Have a seat for some tricep dips or seat off the edge. Bend the elbows and straighten them. Try one leg, dips for 4. And switch, elbows directly behind you. One leg is elevated and extending, and then sweep into a reverse table. We're going to take a single arm reverse table, so bring that hand towards center and carefully turn around, sweep the hips, uncross the legs, upward facing dog. Hips towards trainer, chest towards sky. Sweep it back, right hand down, little reverse table, crab reach stretch, flip it under, upward facing dog, hands on the cushion, sweep it around, and then you're gonna have a seat right on top. So we're gonna play with some stretches and an arm balance, elephant trunk to 8 angle if you feel like you can do it. You could always do this on the ground as well. Right leg extends into the hand, bend the knee and straighten it like you're wearing a stirrup over the foot. Then try and sweep the leg into external rotation, right foot to left elbow crease, rock the baby, shin to chest, drop the foot off over the left quad, figure 4 stretch, fold over the body. Allow the right knee to open as the hip rotates. Then pull the leg over the shoulder, lift the butt so you have space for your hands to come down, and take your elephant trunk, squeezing the inner thigh so that leg is wrapped up onto the arm, and then bottom leg crosses over top, hips swing back as shoulders swing forward for 8 angle pose. Take a little straddle, hold, and then release. Same thing on the other side. Stirrup on the left foot, bend the knee, straighten it. See if you can sweep the knee behind the arm or the back for a few, and then work your rotation of the left hip. Trying to get the left foot into the right elbow crease and rock the baby. Drop that foot off in a figure 4 stretch and allow the shoulders and the head to fall forward. If your hips are nice and open, just see how that feels there. You have very tight hips. Then take your leg, wrap it over like a backpack strap over your left shoulder. Lift the butt so your hands can grab onto the trainer, and you can try to push the shoulders down, squeeze the belly in and up. Bottom leg crosses over top. As you drop the shoulders forward, you swing the hips back, so you're counterbalancing. Take a little straddle hold and have a seat. Let your body go right over your legs, belly to thighs. Stretch the wrists out on the mat. We're going to bring the forearms, your knees up onto the feet up, and the forearms down, and then up on the hands. So forearms lower, hips up, straighten the knees off, back to the hands. Try that. Forearms, hips up, like you're doing a pincha, Mayurasana, forearm stand. You could try a forearm stand if you have one. Play with some shapes, or just strengthening the shoulders right there. Then come onto the hands, knees down, taking a spinal balance, right leg back, left arm forward. A little tricky. Now left leg back, right arm forward. Find a moment and bring it down. Child's pose. Flip yourself over, come down on the ground, and bring your traps or your shoulder blades right onto the prop for some hip thrusts. You can grab the handle or not, or you can support the head behind the hands behind the head. Thrust the hips up and down. Squeeze the glutes and hamstrings, and then try this with one leg. Sweep up, straight leg forward and to the sky, down and up. And switch, lift, lower, swing the hips back, and then thrust the hips forward, lower body, lift, release, one big hold. If you can, we'll grab onto the handles like you're doing wheel pose, but we'll keep the shoulders supported on the trainer. And then have a seat. You can try that a few times. Release, stretch the thoracic spine, grab onto the handles, and then try to just press into those feet, stretching the hip flexors and the quads. And then if you feel brave, try to kick over. It's all about pulling the handle up. Kick over, come back. Left leg, other leg, kick over, pull up through the handles, and then sweep your weight over and come back. Soft landing, little wheel supported on the trainer, and then kick yourself over one more time. Once you get that move, it's really fun. It's not that scary. First time is take yourself into a downward facing dog or just a half fold, hands on the trainer, hips back. Step on top and just take the forearms onto the cushion. We're going to try a baby crow. Knees high into the armpits, lean forward, protract the shoulders, lift the hips up by squeezing the core. You can hold that there, or I just came into a fun little straddle, lowered myself down. Good. Go ahead and have a seat and scoot yourself right up against the handles, the front end, and your feet. Your feet will go right onto the wood part as well, or the cushion, whatever you like. We're going to take it up through bridge and lower. Sweep up through bridge, squeeze the glutes again and hamstrings, just like that hip thrust movement. Little space between chin and chest. If you'd like, you can try to kick up into a shoulder stand or a plow pose, holding on to the handle of the front, and then try to just make shapes here. Be mindful of the neck. See what feels good. You can take shoulder stand, plow, come back through bridge, lower yourself down. Abs, we'll take opposite knee to elbow, crisscross, knee to elbow, twist. Shoulder blades lift off the mat. Exhale each one. Exhale and twist. And then both legs off the trainer, twisting, crisscross. Exhale, exhale. Bring it down. Scoot yourself just slightly back, and we're going to try to roll ourselves back on the mat. Exhale, grab the handle and round your spine up to straight spine. So it's a little tricky. See if you can grab on and pull yourself to straight, and then roll, let go, back flat. Round yourself up, full sit up. Lower yourself down, as much control as you can muster. Squeeze, push the trainer away, and then lift and lower the legs here. All out effort. If you need to cross the legs, cross one over the other, and then the other, cross the other leg over. Lift and lower so your feet can just kind of fit right through that center point. Hold it, straddle, come up through Malasana, and then take another inversion. Shoulders onto the cushion, pike up, or whatever you can do to get up upside down. We're taking Eagle Garudasana legs, wrap the legs up, and then cross all the way over past the tricep. Other leg, Eagle wrap, cross, twist. See if you can connect the outside of the thigh across the tricep, and then back through your inversion. You can play with some tucks and pikes. Using the core, pulling up on the handles, elbows squeezing in towards one another. Everything is active, but the head gets to completely rest. That's why this feet up prop is so wonderful. Press yourself out of it and take your downward facing dog. Hands on the cushion, head just falls heavy, tailbone to sky, deep breathing. Step up. If you'd like to try a crow pose on top, or you could do this on the mat. Bakasana, knees high into the armpits. Again, press the shoulders down. Fun little jump back if you're daring enough. Jump back through chaturanga, upward facing and downward facing. Here's where I'm just playing around. I'm taking a pincha on top. You do not have to do that. You could try to jump up and catch it if you have a very solid one. I'm also going to try a handstand, which I'm not successful at, but just get a little playful and creative here. Whatever is calling you, whether it's a traditional inversion with supported or you try to do something daring. Just know you can always jump right off if you're falling. Yogi's Choice play. And then we're going to take another camel ustrasana right on top on the cushion. Support the back, drop the head back. You can tuck the toes right on the wood part and then maybe grab for those ankles or heels. Hips forward, chest to sky. Nice deep breath in and out. Release your body right over into a child's pose. You can support the head, give it a little press onto the back of the skull. Drop the chin, whatever works for you and feels good in this moment. Short class, but we worked pretty hard, tried some daring moves. Hopefully you were able to feel successful here. Go ahead and walk yourself off and have a seat. Gentle straddle. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale as you draw the hips forward and the heels, toes up. Flex the feet, twist. Left hand can reach across the trainer, right hand back. Inhale, exhale, rotate. Switch. Twist the other way. Right hand can reach across the leg. Left fingers back. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, rotate, rotate. And come on back. Palms to the base of the neck, elbows high, chest expansion, perhaps a back bend if you'd like, if you can there. And then we'll bring the feet on top, wiggle yourself up nice and close, and just get comfortable here. This is your pose of rest. We get to elevate the feet, close the eyes. Again, releasing any tension that maybe came back into the jaw or the eyebrows, forehead, scalp. Find ease, surrender into your mat. Imagine just as you let go of anything that's been holding you back, on or off the mat, you start to just feel really light and happy and peaceful. Allow joy to come into the body. Allow yourself to feel grateful for this practice, for the time that you got to spend on your mat, just you and your body. You can stay as long as you like, or go ahead and curl yourself into fetal position. Take a couple breaths there, and I will leave you with a big thank you for sharing your practice with me. Love and light, peace and joy. See you soon.